Donnie B got to be.
Hello again, everybody. It's Donnie B got the beats, and we are live on the beat. Anybody that watches this show know what time it is. It's time for that glorious intro, y'all. Listen, man, today's guest is, if I had to put one word on it, I'd say awesome, man. I met him through a good friend of mine, Barbara Sanchez, and my new friend, Carmen Grayson, who are both super PR individuals, PR people out here in Hollywood and Los Angeles doing their thing. And they put me on to this young man. This man is amazing. As I said, he's dope. You know, I don't pull no punches with the truth. You know what I mean? But without further ado, I'd like to welcome on today national recording artist Jayluck. What's going on with you, brother? I can't hear you, brother. I lost you. I lost your audio. Hang on a second. Still can't hear you. I can't hear you. That's fine. Log out, log back in. Happens sometimes. That's the way these things happen, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but hey, man, we're in a technological era, so these types of things happen. So we just stand back and stand by. I'm sure he's going to jump right back in. But as I was saying, I met him through Barbara Sanchez, my new friend Carmen Grayson. If you guys need PR services and you need extraordinary people to lead you in that department, make sure you reach out to both of them for sure. Here we go. How about now, Jay? You gotta unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. There we go.
All right.
Hey.
Yes. Yeah, no, I just was saying I'm blessed to be here, man. Forgive me if my energy is a little down. I just got finished with a workout with my trainer, man. He whooped me. He whooped me today, man.
Hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, man.
It's a great thing. It's a great thing. Yes.
You don't build if you don't burn, brother.
That's right.
So, all right, let's get into this thing, man. I know your time is very, very important to you, and you got things that you're doing. You're going from one thing to the next. So we're gonna dive straight into this thing, brother.
Thank you.
First question that we always go with is, who is Jayluck? Tell the people out there who you are, what you about.
Jayluck is first and foremost a child of God, father, husband, singer, songwriter, mentor to some. Just an all around fun guy and a chill guy. I love music, and it's when I was 17, I got a tattoo on my arm. I believe music is the key to life, You know what I mean? So, he's a lover of music.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All genres.
And I've heard your music, so it shows, bro. It reflects, man. You could tell. Somebody. You seem like you're a student of the game. I hear a lot of different styles and genres mixed in, dabbled here and there. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
Of course. Growing up where'd you grow up, brother? Tell people where you came from, and talk about if you had any experiences that and hurdles and things that you had to overcome to become the success that you are today.
Well, yeah, I grew up in the Bay Area, pretty much all over the Bay. I was born in San Francisco, but growing up, we had it rough. My parents were young, and So we had to move a lot, you know. So I learned a lot from different areas. You know, we never were in one area too long. Where we did land was San Mateo. So I grew up and was raised in San Mateo mostly. So I went to high school, you know, got some roots there because my family is, you know, most of my family is from there. You know, so you know, just, you know, being seasoned by all those places taught me to, you know, I can overcome anything, you know. I can be, you know, be anywhere and be accepted.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mm,
That's what's up. That's what's up. You already
mm.
got people in the chat group. Shout out to my man Jeff Kwan with BTP Media Group. He
Oh,
said,
that's my
"What's
guy,
good?"
man. Salute,
Exactly.
salute, Jeff. Salute, Jeff, man. He put me in the mix, man. I love that dude.
That's what Jeff does, man. Jeff, again,
Yes, sir.
between Jeff, Barbara, and Carmen, boy, you in good
Yeah.
company, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's my guy
Okay,
right there.
awesome. So, getting back to this, to yourself, brother, who and or what were your inspirations in your path and journey to lead you to who you are?
Well, it's so many inspirations throughout the out life. You know, what I mean, I pick up on everything. Like, I'm real receptive and real empathic, and you know, I could just walk down the street and hear some sounds, and you know, what I mean, and be inspired. You know, what I mean. But my main inspiration is my children. My children are my why. You know, when I sit down to write, you know, I think about them. That's why a lot of my music, there's no cussing. I don't, you know, really objectify. I don't objectify women. You know, I
Mm.
have daughters. You know what I mean? And you know, that's my inspiration, man.
Hey man, I hear you. Yeah, you are. Well, I'm not even gonna get into all that, but I'm a girl dad, and
Yeah, come on.
and you know what I'm saying. I wasn't trying to
Yeah,
raise
man.
my hand. You know what I'm saying. But being a
It's all
girl
good.
dad,
I love it.
it puts you at
Thank
a
you, bro.
place.
It
Then
does.
I
It
got my
does.
son. Shout out to my son too. Uh,
Yes.
okay. How did you become a recording artist?
Well, I started off singing when I was a kid in church, and then that afforded me to get a little bit more confidence in the fact that I can sing in front of people. So then I met up with a guy named Jamal Cooper, and he was a producer. And we started to make music together. He made some beats. He actually wrote a hook, one of my first hooks I ever sang. And then in my R&B group YMS in high school, I recorded my first song
Okay.
with Ghazi. Shout out to Empire. Recorded my first song with Ghazi at Third Eye Sounds in Mountain View. And ever since then, I was like, this is what I want to do. You know, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's
Mhm.
up. Um, this is kind of off script, but I wanted to ask, considering that you have been doing this obviously for a while,
Mhm.
do you have any? What's the best word? The best way? Have you encountered any untruths or myths that most people think that they know about the industry, but and then it just unfolded in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, have
Yeah,
you
I
encountered
have.
this?
Yeah, talent, you gonna get on just because you talented. You know what I mean? That's the biggest myth in the industry. The biggest myth is if just because I'm good means I'm gonna get on. No, you gotta grind, man. And the grind don't stop. You know what I mean? And the business is the most important part of the game. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's a lot of artists that, do this for fun, and then, they get a big head from their friends, and their friends tell them that they're good, and they get into a place where they feel like they deserve to be in other places. I didn't have conversations with Negroes is telling me that they better than Lil Wayne, man. I'm better than this dude. I should be in this place. And I'm just like, whoa,
Yeah.
you have no idea what that man did to be in that place, man. So yeah,
Yeah.
grind beats talent all the time.
I love the fact that you put that out there because it is it's probably if I had to quantify it, and I've been around, the music industry for about, a good 20 years. And
Hmm.
that's easily, I'd say 60 to 75% of the issues is that, like you said, everybody get a big cocoa head about,
Man,
thinking that they've arrived. And I'm like, bro, you haven't even scratched the surface yet,
you ain't scratching the surface yet, man.
you know?
And and I feel it. I know about it. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell them that, like, I I've done a lot, and I'm scratching the surface. So I'm grateful to be here, man. And I'm blessed every day, man, that I'm able to still do music, man.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah,
And doing good, be good music, by the way, too. You know what I'm
good,
saying?
yeah, good.
Because there's some stuff out there I don't kind of
Yeah,
jive with, but that is what it is. But your stuff is dope
thank
for
you, sir.
sure. Again, going back to Jeff with BTP, he said he's supporting his folks. He said Hillsdale, stand up, jayluck.
Yeah, Mattio, man. You know, it's a Mattiosis running through my veins, man.
shout,
Definitely.
shout out to my whole girl for back in the DMV, Lisa Dove Washington, Dove Style Magazine. Make sure that Lisa will hook up with
Oh
jayluck.
yes. All right,
She's
dub
she's
style.
dope. She got you covered on the East Coast, real live.
Oh, lovely.
Okay,
Yes, follow me real quick. I am J Luck, JAYLUCK.
there it is. You heard it first, Lisa. Make sure you jump on.
Yes,
Uh,
please.
let's see. What essential skills are needed to be a successful? I should put successful recording artist.
Well, one, you gotta have some kind of talent, you know. And even if you don't, you gotta be willing to learn something. You gotta be open to suggestions. You gotta that's one of the main things. Just be open to understanding that you don't know everything. And knowing the business. I think that formula right there, and investing in yourself. Those three things. Have some kind of talent, be willing to be open to someone maybe even writing for you, because you may have a good delivery, but you just suck at writing. You feel me? But you know what I mean, I didn't work with a lot of artists who have some big of egos that I'd be like, yo, let me write something for you. And they're like, nah, man, I'm supposed to write all my bars. I'm like, well, if you really look at the industry, no, a lot of these artists are not writing their bars, but they just can deliver it. And people, you know what I mean? And that's what it be, you know what I mean? So, and that ego kills it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm glad you
Yeah,
put it that way too, because I mean, you got to kind of almost like you said, it's the business part of understanding truly what a business is, and
yeah,
if you work smarter, not harder. So why kill yourself with always writing bars and writing and writing and writing and doing all this stuff? Well, you could just have a team do it, and you just work focus on the process. So I'm with that. Makes a ton of sense, brother. Next question is, what are and or were your biggest? Okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I
Okay.
thought I got a phone call in the middle of that.
No worries, it
Yeah,
happened. What
yeah.
are and or were your biggest obstacles in establishing yourself within the industry?
I would just say I was my biggest obstacle. You
Hmm.
know, getting over myself and getting out of my own way was my biggest obstacle. When you come from an environment, like I told you, I dealt with a lot of, instability growing up, and even dysfunction. And it was, I had to unlearn some things and relearn some stuff, and get out my own way, and believe in myself more than anybody else could believe in me. So that was yeah, that's it.
I love that answer. And I gotta
Yeah,
say, I've been doing this. This is nearing the end of season 5, and this is probably the best answer I've heard of that question because
man, it's the realest.
yeah, it's real. But
It's real, bro.
well, the biggest thing is having the presence of mind to know that answer. And you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and speak it back so eloquently, like bro, yeah.
I've been working on so in the past 2 years, my career has actually been taking off thanks to Carmen, My Motion, a couple other cats, Deshaun Mitchell, a couple other cats that's really been, encouraging me and believing in me. And it made me believe in myself more. And it made me actually go learn how to communicate with people, so I can, tell them exactly what's going on. So
Okay.
they can have a better understanding of what, who I am.
Well, everybody's doing a good job, including yourself, brother. Because I mean, it's coming to fruition. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everybody that's around right now. It's a beautiful thing. Got a beautiful team.
Roger that. Roger that. So, what are your current aspirations? What are you currently working on?
I have a bunch of projects out now. I'm currently working on an album called The Talent Show. I've been working on it for some years, you know, because I wasn't serious as I am about music now that you know what I mean, then that as I am now. And so the name Talent was given to me by one of my group members when I was in the group YMS when we were in high school. And my brother gave it to me because he's like, dude, you're just super talented. So I'm just gonna call you Talent. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. You know, then I added the Mr. on it later and it was just Mr. Talent. So the talent show is basically gonna be a showcase of my writing skills, my producer skills, because I also produce, and my engineering skills.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're just jack of all trades, huh? Love it.
The talent show.
Yeah, that's what's up. But I
Yes,
dig
sir.
it. I could
Yes, sir.
definitely dig it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, with that being said, we actually have your single, your latest music video. Is called "A Dime a Dozen." Talk about it.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
us how it came to fruition. Tell us who's all involved and how it came together.
Okay. So I had just got some bad news about my song Hot One. Um, I want to tell all the artists out there about, you know, leasing beats, you know what I mean? Even though I bought the beat outright, you know what I mean, it was a agreement to where I couldn't get it, you know, exclusively, you know. So that bad news kind of was trying to send me into a depression, you know what I mean? Because I had been pushing so hard, but I'm like, I'm not gonna stop pushing. I know my song is hotter than whoever has this song, you know, I don't care what it is. I got it first, I got the content ID, I got it, you know what I mean? But anyway. So I started writing this song after I had met a dude named A100. Shout out A100 for the song we got together called Thirst Quencher. The beat was made by DJ Egg Roll and Icy Hot. So I was, you know, he sent me a beat package, and I was like, I fell in love with that beat, and I just started to think, and I just started to think of, like, you know, something that was catchy, you know what I mean? So dimes in here, dime a dozen was like a catchy phrase that I always, you know, heard, you know, growing up, and it's still used here and there, you know what I mean? So I said to myself, how can I make this song more than what that phrase means, you know what I mean? Because that phrase is kind of like, you know, to, like, especially to women, they don't want to be, you know, considered a value of, like, money, you know what I mean, as you know, as a monetary thing, right? You know, I can't buy you feel me? So that wasn't the phrase I was trying to make. I try to spin it. So when I say there's dimes in here by a dozen, I'm saying that there's beautiful people around, right? And it's a whole lot of them, you know what I mean? But in the whole song, I flipped it as meaning that even though there's beautiful people around, a lot of those people probably aren't out for your best interests at heart. So you got to take care and love yourself first, and then, you know, that all that stuff will be added to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's basically what the whole song means.
Okay. So you did the production and the whole line and
So yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so the song was produced by DJ Egro and Icy Hot Beats. It was mixed and mastered by DJ Habanero. The video was shot by Trevor Lobb and Outburst Studios, and we shot it in LA. I can't remember the studio's name, but shout out to Jay Chanel for helping direct. Shout out to Essence, shout out to Red, comedian Red, and Almighty God for getting there and doing his thing, you know, Nick and James for the crew, man, you know, and we put it together, and it was a beautiful production, man. I'm grateful for those guys.
Well, I've seen it. That's why I said, you know, like, you got good work, and we about to show it so that everybody else can experience it as well.
Awesome.
You know, just hang tight. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we got Jayluck with A Dime a Dozen. Check it out.
There's dimes in here by the dozen. Yeah, there's dimes in here by the dozen. There's dimes in here by the dozen. Yeah, there's dimes in here by the dozen.
Like a thief in the night, came and stole your heart. Yet and still you won't leave, though you're torn apart. So you're headed to the club, looking for some love, but it won't meet you there, oh no. They say they won in the just want your soul, love. Don't you let it go, love. Because they come a dime a dozen. Looks can be deceiving. Oh, you're hurt and need some healing. Because they come a dime a dozen.
There's dimes in here by the dozen. Yeah, there's dimes in here by the dozen.
Yeah.
There's dimes in here by the dozen.
Oh, yeah.
There's dimes in here by the dozen.
Yeah.
There's dimes in here by the dozen. There's dimes in here by the dozen.
Yeah. Just want your soul, love. Don't you let it go, love. Because they come a dime a dozen. Looks can be deceiving. Oh, you're hurt and need some healing. Because they come a dime like a moth to a flame. They've captured your mind. And you've been burned before, but you walk around blind. They whisper in your ear, say they love you long time. But this ain't real love, you must know. They say they one in a million, yeah, a high one. But you won't find out another not one to make you feel so good inside. Oh, you think they fly, hunt Top Gun, till you crashing and burning, Nobody will love you like you love you. They just want your soul, love. Don't you let it go. Because they come a dime a dozen. Can be deceiving. You're hurt and need some healing. Because they come a dime a dozen.
There's dimes in here by the dozen. Yeah, there's dimes in here by the dozen. There's dimes in here by the dozen. Yeah, there's dimes in here by the dozen.
Yeah.
There's dimes in here by the dozen.
Oh, yeah.
There's dimes in here by the dozen.
Yeah.
There's dimes in here by the dozen. There's dimes in here by the dozen.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yes, sir.
you ain't see the smoke coming off that thing, boy. That boy thing ain't smoking there, boy.
Hey, that's what's up. It's a hot one.
Hey, you gonna be
It's
singing
a
that
hot
all this
one.
week.
That's what's up, man.
That's what it is, man. So I mean, you know, unpacking this, looking back at it, obviously you got to be feeling some, you know, pride and feeling some kind of funny way about it. But like, honestly, what are your thoughts looking back at this product and project that you just put out? I know that the talent show is going to be fire, but we this specifically right here, just looking back at it, how do you feel?
I feel very much so proud of myself and accomplished, you know what I mean? But I know this is just a beginning, like, so I don't try to get stuck on that. You know, I just really feel accomplished. I set out to do something. It came out damn near exactly how I wanted it to, in every way, from sonically to visually. And I'm just grateful. And I feel real grateful for how it came out.
I love it. I love it. And I gotta say, brother, I gotta say this, because we talked about you know, myths and truths and things that you need to have to be a successful recording artist. And I gotta say, the one thing that I admire the most with, and I tell all of the guests that come through with it, is you have a humility that is dope. And you definitely have a quiet, like this quiet intensity too. I get that part, and you know, and that confidence, but it's that humility that also is just like, see, I want to work with that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's work. I'm willing to work with whoever ready to work, man. Let's get it. You know, let's get to it.
I love it. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna get to the second half of this interview, man, and we're gonna try to change and switch it up a little bit, the feelings up. And like I said, I'm sorry if it seems, ladies and gentlemen, that we're flying through this, but this brother's he's got places to be. You know what I'm saying? So
blessed to be busy.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
There's this thing called Hot Topics. And people that watch, all my fans know this is my favorite segment of the show. And this is where we get to really get to know who you are. So you ready to go for Hot Topics?
I'm ready for the hot seat. Let's get it.
All right, here we go. And so we at the hot topics, Jayluck, and I'm thankful to have you on the show. I gotta
Yes, sir.
say, hot topics are a series of random questions that are designed for the viewers to get to know who you are through these random questions.
Okay.
Just keep it light, keep it straightforward, let's keep it funky. At the end of the day, too, though, if you're not feeling it, the question and you don't want to answer it, just say next to something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no pressure.
I got you.
First question. 3 things you didn't know. This is my personal favorite. What are 3 things in the world that the world does not know about Mr. Talent, or 3 things that they need to clarify and goddamn it, put some respect on that name?
I don't know. I put it out there, man. I'm pretty much an open book. But I like 3 things you don't know.
This is why I love the question.
I'm gonna think on it. Hold on one second. I want to give you some things. Well, I have a weird fetish, I guess you could say. I like feet. My wife. I'm really attracted to her because she has some pretty feet. So I'm a feet man. So that's something you don't know. That is, probably don't get every day. What else could I tell you?
Yeah, that's your wife, so you better let her. You know what I mean?
No, she keep them right for me. So, but what else? Let me see. I don't know. Stuff. Everything we mentioned. I don't know. I don't know anything else that I haven't told anybody. So.
It's
I
cool.
guess we can skip it because that's all I really can think of right now.
It's funny. That's why I say I love.
I used to eat boogers when I was a kid.
Hey,
when I was a kid, when I was a kid, like I was like 9, 8, 7, something like that. Me and my boy Murray, we used to ride our bikes and we used to eat our boogers, and we call it superpower. We would get superpower from. But I don't know. I mean, yes, that's what we see. Let me think. Is there another one? I got some weird stuff in there. I don't know. I lived in Modesto for like 7 years. That was the armpit of. They call it the armpit of the Bay because it's so hot and it's nothing to do, and all you do is sweat there. So,
I rode through one time.
Rolled through too. Huh? Kevin Mush with some ACO.
And I'm telling you, I understand your story.
Yeah, man. Armpit of the Bay, man. It stank out there. It's sweaty and hot.
I love it. Yeah. I appreciate you. Okay. I appreciate you on that. The next question is, they ain't got no word for that. What's one thing that is the most ludicrous thing that you've seen in pop culture, or anything that's going current events, anything? It's just ludicrous. It's like, Jesus, they ain't got no word for that. Or what is one thing that you feel is very deserved that, you just seen somebody, maybe it could be somebody doing philanthropy, it could be somebody doing, serving up soup kitchens or something, you know what I mean? Something that somebody genuinely deserves an award for their services.
Well, I believe that people that do services like feed the homeless and, genuinely empathetically care for people, that is their reward. I believe that is their reward. And but I believe like single moms need awards. You know what I mean? My mom was a single mom for a while. I know a lot of single moms out there that are doing the best that they can and without any help. You know what I mean? So they deserve an award. Clap it up and all that.
Great answer.
Definitely.
Great answer. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. I love this one too. What they say? This is, I have a lot of people from a lot of different. I've had people from Accra in Ghana. I've had people from the NOLA. I have, what I'm saying? I'm from the DMV, so we got our own. But where you from? What are some terms and terminologies when people skate through that they know that they in the Bay, or they know they should know
Oh
where
yeah.
you from?
Well, first of all, first and foremost, we say, you know what I'm saying, hella.
Yeah,
Hella is like the number one word from the Bay. Then it's yada I mean. And that's not really a Bay terminology. That's really an Oakland terminology. But the Bay adopted it because, Oakland is pretty much the Bay, you know what I'm saying,
right.
besides Oakland, San Francisco, you know what I mean? So, and then Yee, it came from Oakland, and Uri is from Frisco. And it's like more like calls like, hey, come here, Uri. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like when you're excited, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And smacking is for food. When you get some food and that you get that plate be smacking. Um, the beats when you get a song like the song we just played, that thing slap.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Turn up the slap, man. Function. Like we're gonna go to the function. We finna party. What we finna do, man? We finna function tonight, man. We functioning. That's the
Hey,
function. Going to the party. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? A little Bay lingo over there. You feel me? And you feel me? You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it. See, you got all the tea. You guys see what I'm saying? You got the tea for the Bay, bro. I love it. Usually I get people they get all shy. They want to give you one or two words, but you give this the full of thesaurus or
Oh man, fuck that. Don't let me get into my 40 lingo. He got his own dictionary.
hey, it's funny. I was just listening to 40 on the car ride home, bro. So I trust me, I already know. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
gotta love it.
that's what it is, man. Appreciate you for answering that question for sure. For sure.
Most definitely.
Two more of the hot topics. Then we go get back to the business as usual. Netflix, what? This is a video on what's on your video playlist right now that you're watching. It don't have to be Netflix. It could be Hulu. It could be Peacock. It could
Okay.
be it's so many daggone streaming joints. It could be a movie, documentary, anything. What you watching?
I really ain't watched no TV, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had time to watch TV. But the
Good.
last thing I watched was Ozark.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh man.
that joint
The
fire.
last season, I wait. I'm waiting for the next. It's supposed to be coming out soon. I'm like, yeah, Ozark is the ish, man. I
Yeah,
love that show. That
yeah,
show is woo crack.
yeah. Did you have a chance to check out what is it? Genius?
I
Whatever.
haven't checked. I haven't. No, you know what? I'm gonna take the Ozark back. My favorite thing on Netflix I just watched was the Colin Kaepernick story.
Okay.
That was like whoa. A lot of people don't understand what half breed mixed people go through, like especially because considering if they have the mother is the white person and the father is black.
Right.
Colin had it really even rougher because he didn't know either one of his parents, and what I'm saying, and he didn't, he wasn't living in the area where black people were. So
Right.
him growing up like that, it made it real tough for us. And I know a lot of mixed people who have it really hard because their identity is split between two different cultures. You know what I mean? And it's really hard to navigate through the life like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and you don't know which side to go because it's really divided by color out here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, man. So I
Yeah.
love that. I love that show. That was dope.
It was a great
That was
call out, by
excellent.
the way. It's a great call out for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that Kanye joint. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give you a thumbs up on that.
Okay, I gotta get that. I gotta get that for
Yeah,
sure. That's
yeah,
my guy too. Like I love Kanye. Like he's one of my favorite artists ever. Genius for real.
and
Yeah.
it to me it's kind of like like because I guess documentaries are a balloon and everything. You know what I mean? From Jordan to you just get so much backstory and bandwidth to understand exactly what the person is about, and
Yeah.
it set them off, bro. Like it's like okay, now we get Kanye. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
check it out.
Okay. I gotta check it out. Got to.
Last hot topic question is my playlist popping. What's on your audio playlist, bro? That gets you motivated for you to get out and perform and do all of the things you need to do.
Lately I've been listening to a lot of stuff, man. I listened to some Ryan Leslie.
Oh man,
Um,
okay.
I still listen to the greats, man. Eric Benet, I just was recently listening to some good scat and some swing. with my partner. I listen to the Beatles, believe it or not. I listen to a lot of Afro beats too. Like what's that boy? Wiz Kid,
Mm.
dope guy. I listen to a lot of Bay Area artists too. Shout out Ty Astor. Shout out Melody Divine. You know, shout out Dame Drummer. I listen to a lot of dope, you know, R&B artists from the Bay Area that don't get no shine too. Dyson Singer. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I listen to a lot of music. I don't have like a set playlist. So I just try to, you know, and I mostly these days I've been listening to, you know, beats, you know, so and making trying to, you know, so I can, you know, hone in on that producer craft, you know, because that's my next venture. Is not my next venture, but I've been doing beats for a long time, and I just something I want to continually get greater in, you know. So
Right.
I love Timbaland, you know, so I listen to a lot of his just beat making, you know, just listen
Yeah.
to him watch him make beats, you know.
Yeah. I understand. You know, Donnie B got the beats, bro. Timberland is my sensei, bro. Like I
Man,
studied.
come on, bruh.
Yeah.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. We got to dabble now.
Hey, you been saying like but I mean, I even further back. I take it back. I listen to Rod Temperton. Quincy
Okay.
Jones. Like, you
Oh,
know what I mean.
yeah. Come
So
on.
I come through with all of them. But Timbo, yeah, he's like it's just
King, man.
beats,
King.
bro. Just
Yeah.
beats, master beat maker, master
Yeah.
beat.
Master. Yes, sir.
So anyway, like I said, trying to keep this just with respect to your time. Thank you for getting through the hot topics, man. You actually went through the whole list. Usually I got to kind of truncate it down, man. But you killed that. Okay, he hopped off of there, didn't he? Hopefully he'll hop back on. We have a few more questions, but it is what it is. Maybe he slid out of there. Technical difficulties, these things happen, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope you enjoy yourself. See, here we go. Pop right back in. Unmute your mic.
Okay. My
There
bad.
you go. No
Yeah.
worries. I was, trying to cover. It is what it is. No worries. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you making it through because usually you got to truncate that list. But like I said, you made it through, and even still with enough time to spare. So
Yes,
4 more questions, and then we get you out of there because I know you're busy.
good.
On a more serious note,
Mm-hmm.
this revolves around pop life, and I want to know what you have to say about this. Do you have any thoughts about Jada Pinkett's response to the slap?
Jada Pinkett's response to
Yeah.
her saying that she didn't ask her husband to do that.
Yes.
I believe that her energy asked him to do it because the way she looked at him when he didn't do anything probably prompted him to get up and do something. You know what I mean? So I don't believe that. I believe that's maybe her saving face. You know what I mean? To take herself out of the equation because if and really because everybody was really trying to blame her for it. You know what I mean? They were like, "Oh, you doing that before her? You doing it for her?" Instead of saying, "I did that because I wanted to." You know what I mean?
Right.
So she just basically saying, "No, he did that on his own. Don't put me in that mix." That's
Right.
what I feel like that was. But I honestly, I just don't know how real it was. I just don't know. I just don't know. You know what I mean? I didn't really get to really watch it. And yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of, politics and that stuff. And, you know, Will Smith is a great actor. And I'm grateful for that he finally got his first, his award. This thing gonna go down in history. That night gonna go down in history. But
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, so but yeah, other than that, yeah, I really don't know,
That's
I
fair.
really don't know.
That's fair. That's understandable. And again, I try to be mindful when I comment on stuff like this because people fail to realize that we talking about real people with real
Right,
lives.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
real
easy
life.
to judge, but
Yeah,
these are real people. The
yeah,
one thing I will
exactly.
say about it, the one thing I will say about it is that there is actual footage of that appears to after he slapped Chris Rock, she appeared to be
Oh,
laughing about it.
she She laughed.
She appeared to be laughing from the other camera angle that not everybody saw.
Okay, well, she told on herself. That's all I gotta say about that.
And I think that which is the punch down of the situation to me, and I think you would understand this being that you're a married man.
Hmm.
You understand how family works and protecting your
Right,
significant other.
right,
But
right, right.
you know, how do you feel about that? I mean, do you think that like you said, with her being
Nah.
like, that wasn't me?
Now, first and foremost, my wife wouldn't, and that's why she might be telling the truth. Like my wife wouldn't even want me to do nothing like that. She wouldn't need me to do nothing like that, especially not in the middle of the biggest award ceremony in the world. You know what I mean? Like, so I definitely would not have needed to do that. I probably would have went behind the scenes and checked, dude. You know what I mean? If you know, even if necessary. You know what I mean? But I think that was something deeper. I'm just to be honest, because I've seen another episode of Chris talking about her before. So,
Right.
you know, they might have some beef, you know, that we don't even know about, you know, that's even deeper than that, you know. So I wouldn't do that. You know, I don't think that's, you know, one professional at all. And I know Will to be a very high class act dude. So that's why it's hard to believe like he would just get out of his seat and lose control and slap dude on in the middle of the Grammys and they ain't acting.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I appreciate it. I appreciate your thoughts on it, and I think we said a lot, but enough to have conversation about it, but enough to just let it be and be at peace with it. Last three questions. First of the three is: how do you feel that you have paved the way for young DJs, entertainers, creatives, recording artists, entrepreneurs, etc.?
Well, I believe that my just being who I am, and being in tune with, you know, God and who I am, I believe I've paved the way for people to be more accountable in their music and empathetic and just really sing about real love, you know, because that's what's really missing in the world. And I believe that somebody's gonna get a whiff of this music and be inspired to, you know, be their true self all the time, even the hurt, the parts that hurt, you know.
Right.
The darkness, you know.
That makes a ton of sense. And I appreciate that. And we getting down to the last question, brother. And you already skedaddling, you know, to where you need to go to.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep it funky, and we're just gonna ask, how can people learn more about you?
Just, you know, stay tapped in, you know, like follow me on Instagram at I am JAYLUCK. I am jayluck. Check out my website. There's a link there on my bio. And there's so much information there. I got a bunch of articles. Shout out to my PR that basically tell a lot about me and my story. And I'll be writing a book soon, so that people can get them details about my life and you know, all the obstacles that I had to overcome to get to where I am today. And I'll be in the works real soon.
I love it, man. I love it. And again, I love how you put your words together, because you're straightforward, straight business about it, and you know, but it at no point in time when you speak does it sound like you don't know what you're talking about. I love that.
Sir.
It's crazy. So, listen. At the end of the day, you made it through the interview. Not like it was begrudgingly, but you know you made it
No,
through.
it's beautiful.
I appreciate your energy, brother. I appreciate you, and just thankful
Likewise.
to have you on to be able to share energy with you. Do you have any last shout outs or anything that you want to say before we walk the dog out of here?
You know, shout out my wife and kids, man. Shout out God, man. Shout out all the beautiful people and supporters that's been helping, encouraging me, and pushing me to be great. You know, shout out my mom and dad and my stepdad. You know, shout out all my kids, man. You know, shout out my friend Sleaze, Chico, Buzz. You know what I mean? Yeah, just shout out my whole squad, Benji Gang. You know, I love y'all, and we going up, baby.
That's what it is. Well, like I said, brother, I try to keep it at about 45 minutes, and we right at 45 minutes. So
Yes,
right on
sir.
time with brother. It was a pleasure to have you on. Pleasure to share
Thanks
the
for
energy
having
with
me.
you, and let me know if I could be of any assistance in the future going forward, brother. Yeah, but I wish
Most
you nothing
definitely.
but the best.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
No problem. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned. Like and subscribe and follow, first of all, Jayluck on all forms of social media. Even go to his website. Make sure you support this brother. He is working hard and he's putting it down for the Bay and for everybody else. So make sure you do that. Also, follow the Beat at beatvla on all social media, and you can find me on YouTube at dbgdb. I'm Donnie B. Got the beats. Make sure you stay tuned. Next week we got JL Music coming up on next Tuesday evening, and then the following weekend we have Gus Cameo coming all the way from Accra. So Accra back in the building, bro. They doing it real big out there in the motherland. So make sure y'all tune in. But again, like I said, everybody stay classy, keep it G, and be safe out here, man. It's still variants and crap out here. So just mask up, stay safe and sanitized. With that being said, that part. That being said, I'm Donnie B. Got the beats. We live on the beat. We out. Peace.
Donnie B.